Did Sumit really just say he doesn't believe in marriage? And if that wasn't explosive enough, it looks like Shekinah suddenly becomes the target of almost everyone in the room, while Russ leaves Paola looking completely disappointed. If this thumbnail is even close to what's coming, this episode of The Last Resort could be one of the most emotionally charged yet. The words splashed across the screen are impossible to ignore. I don't believe in marriage, and you're a racist. Those are massive accusations, and judging by everyone's expressions, nobody walks away from this conversation untouched. Let's break down everything the title and thumbnail appear to be teasing and why fans are already talking. One thing The Last Resort does better than almost any relationship reality show is putting couples into situations where uncomfortable truths eventually come out. Every discussion starts with one topic and somehow ends with everyone questioning their entire relationship. According to the title, Sumit appears to make one of the biggest statements imaginable. I don't believe in marriage. Now, without the full episode, we don't know the exact context. Was he speaking literally? Was he talking about traditional marriage? Was he frustrated in the heat of an argument? Or was the quote edited for maximum drama? Reality TV trailers often isolate one sentence to create suspense. Still, if that's what he really said, it's guaranteed to create tension. Marriage has always been a major topic surrounding Sumit's relationship, so hearing a statement like that immediately raises questions. Has something changed? Is he rethinking everything? Or is this simply another misunderstanding created during an emotional discussion? Meanwhile, the thumbnail suggests another completely different conflict. Nearly everyone's attention appears focused on Shekinah. Her expression looks emotional. Other cast members appear frustrated. Someone even seems shocked. If the thumbnail accurately represents the scene, it looks like Shekinah may find herself defending her actions against multiple people at once. Whether that's fair or not, being confronted by an entire group is never easy. Then comes perhaps the most shocking text of all. You're a racist. That's an incredibly serious accusation. The thumbnail alone doesn't tell us who says it, who it's directed toward, or what sparked the exchange. Without seeing the episode, it would be irresponsible to assume any details. However, reality television has increasingly shown conversations about cultural differences, stereotypes, communication, and personal bias. Sometimes those discussions become emotional very quickly. If someone truly makes that accusation during the episode, everything changes. Because conversations usually stop being about relationships and become about accountability. Those moments often divide audiences more than any breakup ever could. Some viewers focus on intent, others focus on impact, and social media usually explodes. Another interesting part of the thumbnail is the positioning. Shekinah appears emotional. Several cast members appear to be looking toward her. That creates the impression that she's under pressure. Again, that may simply be clever thumbnail design, but if the episode really features the group challenging her decisions, it wouldn't be the first time. Group therapy environments often encourage everyone to share opinions. Sometimes that's productive. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming when multiple people criticize one person at once. Viewers usually split into two camps. Some believe accountability is necessary. Others believe it becomes bullying. Finding that balance is incredibly difficult, especially when cameras are rolling. The title also hints at another emotional storyline. Russ disappoints Pao. That immediately makes longtime fans curious. Russ and Paola have spent years trying to strengthen their relationship despite numerous obstacles. Disappointment doesn't always mean betrayal. Sometimes disappointment comes from silence, avoiding conflict, not standing up for your partner, or failing to communicate. Whatever happened. The title suggests Pao expected something, and Russ didn't deliver. That kind of emotional distance can hurt just as much as a major argument. Relationships aren't only tested during explosive fights. Sometimes they're tested during quiet moments when someone simply doesn't feel supported. Let's go back to Sumit's statement. I don't believe in marriage. Even if those exact words were spoken, the meaning depends entirely on context. People sometimes say dramatic things when they're frustrated. Others question the institution of marriage rather than love itself. And reality TV editing often removes everything said before and after a quote. That's why it's important not to jump to conclusions before seeing the full conversation. Still, the producers clearly believed that line was powerful enough to build an entire promotion around it. That tells us just how important this discussion may become. One reason The Last Resort keeps viewers invested is that nobody stays completely comfortable. Every couple arrives believing someone else's relationship is the bigger disaster. Eventually, everyone ends up exposing their own weaknesses, if the thumbnail is accurate. This episode seems packed with emotionally loaded conversations. Questions about commitment, questions about accountability, questions about communication, and possibly discussions involving prejudice or misunderstanding, whether viewers agree with the cast or not. These conversations usually spark thousands of comments because everyone brings their own life experiences into the debate. That's why episodes like this create so much discussion online. People aren't only reacting to television, they're reacting to situations they've personally experienced.